I'm often asked, Colin, how do you manage your day so effectively? Or you seem to do a really good job at managing your time. How do you do it? I have co-authored two books on the topic of time management, one specifically related to that and one indirectly related to time management. So people assume I have a really good handle on my day. I would suggest every day it's a struggle. Every day I work really hard at it. And there's no exact recipe that works for every individual. We all have individual needs to manage our time and feel like we manage our time really effectively. But I am going to offer three ideas that are pretty much universal in terms of making people feel better at the end of the day. So idea one is stop multitasking. Stop convincing yourself you can multitask. In fact, I don't believe it exists. I think there's dual tasking. You're trying to do two things at once, or tritasking. You're trying to do three things at once. But there's no such thing as multitasking. Albert Einstein said to do two things at once is to do neither. What he means by that is if you stretch your brain out, we don't really have the wiring set up in our brains to allow us to be as effective as we could be if we were only focused on the one thing. So the suggestion is, people say, Colin, that's really hard to do. I'm a pretty busy person. I have a lot of things I have to do every day. What I would suggest, and what I've seen work over and over for folks, is set up short time blocks, 15 to 30 minutes. They do two things really important. One is by having these short time blocks, they allow you to be really energetic and enthusiastic about that particular thing you're doing for that short period of time. The second thing it does, because it's short, it enables you to see to the other side of that thing and know that the next thing that you have to do is only a short few minutes away. By setting up these short time blocks, it allows you to stay focused and then get ready to move on to the next thing when that time's right. About 6 or 8 15 to 30 minute time blocks a day will do wonders for your productivity. The second thing is write lists. I know it sounds simple, but hang with me for a second. When you start your day, write a list down of all of the things that you need to do in that particular day. Everything that you think you need to do. It doesn't matter how small or big it is. Once that thing is done, cross it off. It feels really good. And it also increases productivity and feels like you have a better control or management of your time. Once the day is finished, then check your list, see what's outstanding, put it on tomorrow's list. Okay, so now the list for tomorrow starts getting established. Write what else needs to be done. Look at your calendar. What else needs to be done for tomorrow? Get that list done. Once those two things are done on a daily basis, that allows for clarity of thinking. If we have a clean thought process, it allows for a calm in us that feels like we manage our time better. And in fact, we do. And it also increases our productivity. You'll see it over time. Write lists, beginning of the day and end of the day. I cannot emphasize it enough. The third one is bring a pad of paper to bed with you. Inevitably, no matter how much work we do during the day of writing these lists, and no matter how effective we are with writing these lists, our brains are active. They are amazing machines that are constantly thinking of things to make us better. And so when those things happen, if we allow them to stay in our brain, they keep us awake at night. And they don't allow us to sleep with that same calm that we want to sleep with. So when you have that little sheet of paper next to your bed and a pen right next to it, if in fact you wake up and you have a thought in your head that could keep you up, write it down. And if you say, Colin, I've done that before, but it's not letting me go back to sleep quick enough, write down a solution afterward, or write down your feelings about that particular thing. They're the things that keep our brains spinning and force us to stay awake. When we do these three things, short time blocks and stop multitasking, one, two is we write our list at the beginning of the day and the end of the day, and the third thing is we bring that pad of paper to bed with us and we write things on our mind to get it out of here and onto there. They allow our brain to relax. Our head hits the pillow each night with a calm. When we have that calm, we tend to feel like we are more in control of each thing we do and each minute we spend. Hope these help. Talk to you soon.